So yesterday we started with unit 2 of chapter number 1, and today we'll finish this unit 2 also, unit 3 also, so that Monday I will start chapter number 4. Now unit 2 we started with characteristics of modern operation functions. My voice will be little less only. I'm little fever, cold and cough I'm having. So what is advantage number 1 we have seen? Now what is the feature number 1? Nowadays manufacturers are getting which advantage? Now what is competitive advantage? Advantage what my business gets over competitors. So when I'm doing something unique when compared to competitors, I will get some advantage. That advantage is called competitive advantage. What used to happen in past, like earlier, maybe 40-50 years back, when the concept of this operations management was not that popular. At that point of time, whenever there was an increase in demand, but production capability used to be very less. So that is how somehow they used to arrange there and then only. That attitude was completely different. They used to think, okay, if some situation happens, we will see. That type of attitude was there. But today, that type of attitude, if a business asks, okay, let us see when something happens. If they have that type of reactive attitude, you think companies will be able to succeed? So earlier, can I say in the past they were using which plan? Reactive. Depending upon the situation, they will react. And then now they are using what? Proactive. But before something happens only, they will plan and forecast and plan their production. That is why everyone is having what? Excess capability. And moreover, competition is also increasing. Because of which I need to survive and succeed. If I want to survive and succeed in any business, it is mandatory for me to have what? CA. CA means competitive advantage. But there can be any area in which you can create a competitive advantage. There can be any area. But there are some areas which are specifically mentioned, what we have already discussed. Example number 1. Total quality management. Total quality management means I should try to improve the quality of my products only once, or it's a continuous improvement. Continuous improvement. Before giving a product to the customer, I should be 100% sure that a product is of best quality. After I sell the product, if customer feels any problem is there, I will rectify, so that next time when I'm producing the same thing, I will make sure that the same mistake does not repeat. I think we had taken an example of Toyota Motors here. Here, the and system I told, right? They give buttons to their employees. Then time-based competition. This concept was introduced in 1980s by whom? BCG. What is the full form of BCG? Boston Consulting Group. If you, I'm having cold, whom do I go and consult? I'm not talking about Indians who go and consult medical store for anything. In general, I'm talking. I need to consult a doctor. In case if you want to get a house constructed, you will consult whom? Civil engineer. Like that, in the same way, big people like Ambani is there, Adani is there, Tesla ka owner is there, Elon Musk, Bill Gates is there. They are only in one business, or they are diversified into multiples of businesses. They are diversified into multiple businesses. A small wrong decision, it will impact only that business or other businesses also. So that is why you think it is practically possible for a single individual, even though the stature is like Ambani, is it possible to use one person's brain to analyze the impact what is going to happen? So that is why they consult whom? Management consultancy companies. These people will analyze my business, prepare a strategy and give it to me. So they created a concept of time-based competition, wherein they told what? You can create a time also as a competitive advantage. A simple example, let us say, Amazon is there, Flipkart is there. Same product is available on Amazon, same product is available on Flipkart. Who delivers fast? How is it possible that same product, same seller? Flipkart maybe you are buying the same product, Amazon maybe you are buying the same product. But how is it possible that Amazon people are able to deliver on the same day? There is also an option called 4-hour delivery in Amazon. Some products pay, you can get 4 hours delivery. How is it possible? That is called what? Time-based competition. How Amazon is able to do this? That type of case study we will see in strategic management. Right now, OMA it is not required. We will see in SM. Then comes, we have also discussed something called BPR. What is BPR? Business process reengineering. What is business process reengineering? Starting from the scratch. I will completely change the business process. Here I think we have taken some example of which company I have given. Some company, I also forgot which company I have given. I told that earlier they used to use, I completely forgot. It's okay. See, correct I told. So, accounting department we told, right? Multiple employees were there and multiple employees used to do accounting. But now what they have done, they have increased the number of employees or they have implemented a software. They have implemented a software wherein immediately once a raw material enters into the factory, immediately scanning is done and recording is done. Purchase orders ko they need not be able to match again. Everything is done by human beings or softwares. One more example, DMart. DMart may, when you buy a product, just when scan happens, automatically inventory level will, once sale happens, immediately inventory level will decrease, and once the inventory level touches reorder level, once it touches the reorder level, automatically DMart's whatever software they are using, it will place an order with supplier. That is again an example of business process reengineering. Then we have focus factory. Here what did I tell? Focus factory. What do we mean by focus factory? Focus factory means, is it better to be, you can say, imperfect in many things, or it is better to be perfect in limited things? Obviously. So instead of manufacturing multiple things and not being an expert in anything, manufacture limited number of things and being an expert in that. Example I told, right? Colgate Palmolive company ka, what is that, apna manufacturer, clear? And that manufacturer manufactures only cardboard boxes for Colgate toothpaste. Then we have what? Flexible manufacturing. Here I told, depending upon the demand, you have to increase or decrease the production capability. Then virtual organization means organization which is mostly dependent on outsourcing. Majority of my products are what? Outsourced. Example, I gave an example of ITC biscuit manufacturer. ITC's brand is what? Sunfeast. And Sunfeast may, one of the most popular biscuits is what? What is this? Dark Fantasy. Now Dark Fantasy, you think is manufactured by ITC or ITC gets it manufactured? ITC gets it manufactured. That is why whenever you see the packaging, behind it, it will be clearly written, manufactured by XYZ company on behalf of ITC Limited or Sunfish, whatever it is. That is called what? Virtual organization, where majority of the task I am dependent on someone else through outsourcing. Then we have computer integrated manufacturing, wherein the entire manufacturing plant is managed by software. Human beings involvement is as less as possible. So these are the areas, if I focus, I can get which advantage? Competitive advantage. Now, next. So this was manufacturing as a competitive advantage. Acha, tell me, Bajaj Electronics, we buy products, right? Or for that matter, Reliance Digital is there. Bajaj Electronics is there. Any electronic store you go throughout the India, throughout the country. After you purchase a television, they will ask you to take and go that television or they will deliver it to you. Are they only selling a product or also providing some services? Example, they will help you out in delivering the product. They will take some charge, but they will deliver the product to you. On top of that, installation services also provided to you. Demo facility also provided to you. And in case if some issue happens, and in case if the manufacturer, you are not getting any reply from manufacturer, can you go to the shop from where you have purchased? Will that person help you out in getting the warranty or something done? Yes. Now, imagine Bajaj Electronics, Reliance Digital, Pi Electronics, these people example. They are not providing any transportation facilities, matlab delivery, you should only take and go. They are not providing any demo facility. They are not providing any after sale service. They are not providing any installation services. Everything you have to get it done, it seems. Will you buy product from them or someone else? So basically what I'm trying to say is today only manufacturing important or after sales services are also important? So is service sector gaining a lot of importance today? Simple. One more example let us take. Mobile phones. In India, majority of the people use which company mobile phones? Which company mobile phones? No, not Samsung. What is that? Chinese companies, right? Mostly they use Chinese companies. Anyone having Chinese mobile phone here? Chinese company. Oppo, Vivo, OnePlus, anything? MI. You are having? Which company? Vivo. So in case after buying a Vivo mobile phone, in case some issue happens in the mobile phone, will you take a flight and go to China? You think Chingli people will come to India to get it repaired? So neither you can go to China nor Chinese people will come here. So in between there is one organization called Authorized Service Center. Which service center? Authorized Service Center. So if any problem you face, can you go to that Authorized Service Center? So that is the importance of services today, because imagine if Vivo, Oppo, MI being foreign companies, if they want to sell in India, they need to provide what? Services. In case if services are not provided, you think their business will be successful or it will be a complete failure? It will be a complete failure. So that is why, that is our characteristic feature number 2. That is our characteristic feature number 2. Service is gaining more importance or less importance? More importance. Service is also getting more importance. Clear? Service orientation. Service orientation. Now what do we mean by service orientation? Service sector is getting more importance or less importance? Here point number A, service sector is gaining more relevance these days. More relevance these days. Clear? More relevance these days. So that is why what is happening now? Production. Clear? That is why organization. Clear? Organization manages production system. Manages production system. Clear? Keeping in mind what? Only manufacturing or services also. Keeping in mind service components. Service components. Keeping in mind which components? Service components. Next. Now here I have told, right, what we have to keep in mind? Only production or services also. Along with production, we should also consider what? Services. Now there are some things with respect to services. 4 points what every organization should consider. Number 1, intangible and perishable nature of services. Intangible and perishable nature of services. Obviously services are tangible or intangible? Intangible. Are you able to see my classes? Are you able to see my voice, or you are only able to listen to my voice? Simple. So it is tangible or intangible? Intangible. Plus they are what? Perishable in nature. What do we mean by perishable? You can use it more than once or only once? Only once. Example, you are listening to my class, right? Now can you listen to the same class every day again and again, or I will teach a concept only once? I will teach a concept once. Tomorrow, that is Monday, when I come back, I will explain whatever I have taught once and we will finish that. After that I am not going to touch the topic again unless it is required. So that is why it is called what? Perishable nature of services. Once you use a services, if you want to use it again, you need to pay money again. Insurance. Once you have utilized the insurance, health insurance, you think insurance company will pay every year money on behalf of you, or you have to renew the insurance every year? You have to renew the insurance every year. That is why they are perishable also, intangible also. plus you should have constant interaction with customers. What? Someone has any doubt? Someone call, sir. Pakka. You should have what? Constant interaction with customer. Doubt? You can ask, no problem. Feel free to ask any doubt. I'll not scold. Silly doubt also you ask, no issues. Pakka. Services, why they are how they are intangible. An example, cricketing services. Restaurant mein when they prepare a food for you, it's a combination of goods and services. Food is goods, but this cook who is preparing or a chef who is preparing the food inside a restaurant is what? Tangible or intangible? So most of the times, whatever services you are having, it's a combination, composite, goods and services. Pure services very rarely we find. Ab education maybe, are we giving materials to you? That component is goods component. But when I'm teaching in class, it is a tangible or intangible component? Intangible component. One more example, railways. When you travel from one place to other place in railways, are they providing any goods to you or only travel services? Simple. Understood? Now constant interaction with customer. Constant interaction with customer. Obviously, if you want to improve your business, you have to take customers' views into consideration. Now, how many levels are there in management? 3. Lower level, middle level, top level. Now you tell, according to you, which level of management is directly in touch with customers? Lower level. So unless you know what customers want, what customers don't want, if you start a business or if you try to run a business, you think you will be successful? So that is why consider what customers want. An example, who are you for Shikara? You are not students, you are customers. Let us assume that you are customers for Shikara. Water facility do you, now tell me what are the facilities you want in any institute. I'm not talking about Shikara in general. Whichever institute you go, what are the facilities, basic facilities what you require? Madam, water facility or next? Voice is not coming. Say it loud. One is water facility, then education, very obviously. Good quality education, next. Faculty support, okay, next. Neat and clean classrooms, projector facility, materials to be given on time, syllabus completion on time. These are some things what you are expecting from whom? Management of Shikara, whenever before joining Shikara. So are all these facilities available to you in Shikara? Yes. That is an example of what? Constant interaction with customer. They will ask you, how classes are going on, what are the problems you are facing in the institute. Let us say fan is not working, they will get it repaired. AC is not working, they will change the AC. Projector is of not good quality, they will make changes. So whenever you make any complaint to management, you think management will not listen? 100% they will listen and make the changes accordingly. That is called what? Constant interaction with customers. Otherwise, will you suggest anyone else to join Shikara? Because they are doing all these things, you are also coming. You are asking your friends also to join Shikara. Then, in addition to that, we should always have small volume of production. Small volume of production to serve local market. There is one person called Schumacher. E.F. Schumacher bolke, there is one person. That fellow told that one book that fellow has written, that book's name is Small is Beautiful. And in this book he clearly wrote that you don't run towards creating large organizations which you cannot manage. Always try to run a small organization which is easy to manage. That is where the point comes, small volume of production. So there is one person called E.F. Schumacher. Next, that point only. He told what? Small is beautiful. He was clearly advocating only one thing. Instead of running large organizations where you may be unable to manage, better have what? Small organization so that it is easy to manage. But how many of you, when there is a growth opportunity in your business, will listen to Schumacher? So that is why many industrialists in this world, did they listen to him and did they continue a small organization, or they expanded to create a big and large organizations? Expanded. Yeah. Then need to locate facility. What is facility? Facility to serve local market. Local. Remember I told, always make sure that your factory or facility is nearby the, here, it should be nearby what? It should be nearby either the market of raw materials or the main market where you want to sell your products or services. So these 4 points you have to be considering, you have to compulsorily keep in mind before designing your production system. Clear? Next. So what was first point? Feature number 1, manufacturing as a competitive advantage. What is feature number 2? Service orientation. Now we have feature number 3, disappearance of smokestacks. Disappearance of what? Smokestacks. Basically what used to happen is, initially maybe 40-50 years, labor laws were not that stringent and very, they were very lenient. When India got independence in 1947, 1950s and in 1950s and 60s, labor laws were very strict or labor laws were very lenient. Labor laws were very lenient. No one used to think about the environment. People did not value the knowledge and skills what you have. But in today's world, you think people will keep quiet if you damage the environment? Best example, I don't know whether you know or not, Kondapur Gachibowli side, near Gachibowli Stadium, government raised all those trees. Have you heard about that case? Huge problem happened, right? People came on streets. I stay there only. Fresh air, that Gachibowli Stadium say, fresh air used to come. Now what they wanted, government deforested everything there. And they want to start what? Some factory or something there. Just like high-tech city, they wanted to create one more organization there. But you think people allowed or people started fighting for that? People, they lost. Government won, obviously. At the end of the day, government will win. But did people keep quiet or people fought for that? Fought for that. One more example. Have you heard about Aravali range? Recently that Aravali range issues is also coming, right? So Aravali range, maybe same problem is coming. Industrialists want to occupy that region, but obviously people don't want to get it done. Otherwise, again air pollution will increase. You have seen, right? Already air pollution is constantly increasing. There is one more area. I think I don't remember, Lonavala, near Lonavala and Mahabaleshwar. There is one area. One big planned city they wanted to create. I forgot the name of that. Do you remember? Near Lonavala, Mumbai se nearby only. They wanted to create a big planned society. Construction started also, but after that they now what happened is Maharashtra government gave the land, mountain range, to one particular industrialist. That fellow started creating a private city only. That city is a private city that is owned by that person. Government cannot interfere there. Wait, I'll check that and tell. What is that? Very popular, very big issue happened that point of time. Lavasa, Lavasa बोल के there used to be there. So huge, मतलब that was considered as by 2030 that maybe long back they started construction. They told that by 2030 it will be a futuristic city, just like US and all, one of the most developed cities in India. A to Z, everything planning was done. Government, Maharashtra government's permission was also taken. Maharashtra government gave permission also, and they started construction also. Matlab schools, stadiums, A to Z facility. It's like you are in a completely different country in India. Crores of rupees they have invested. Investors ke paas se they bought. Recently that fellow filed for bankruptcy also. Obviously. Because later on what happened? Central government interfered and they clearly told, if you want to do any such thing, you have to take permission from us. And this fellow, this industrialist told, sir, I've already taken permission from Maharashtra government. They told, no, that comes under the control of central government and we will not allow you to do any such thing which will pollute the entire range of mountains there. So all these things are happening because people are thinking about environment or they are not thinking about environment. They are thinking about environment. So in simple words, if I talk about smokestack, it means dirty environment. So starting May, when 1950s, in 1960s, when environment legislations were not there, labor laws were not there, very dirty environment was provided for employees, laborers. They didn't feel like going. Today, it's like a park only. Have you seen Google's office? You go to high-tech city, you go to any factory today, best facilities they are providing to their laborers, because if labor is comfortable, production will be more efficient. So that is why smokestack means dirty environment. But today dirty environment is there or not there? That is what is written here, right? Disappearance of what? Smokestacks. What do we mean by smokestacks? No longer dirty environment. No longer dirty environment is there. Why is it suddenly there is a change in the minds and hearts of government and public nowadays, businessmen nowadays? Why they don't want their business to be dirty? Will you eat in any place which is not maintaining the tidiness, cleanliness? Obviously no. In the same way, but why the smokestacks have disappeared? Why cleanliness is coming into picture? Because of strict labor laws. Strict labor laws plus environment movement. Environment movement. Then in addition to that, one of the most important things, knowledge based organizations. Knowledge based organizations. Clear? Knowledge based organizations. Acha, I think I have given you many reasons relating to competitive advantage, right? Starting in the first point of this concept, can you tell me some examples? Competitive advantage. I've given, right, list. First point, this is third point, right? In first point, I've given some examples. TQM and next. There is one more competitive advantage which I have not mentioned there because it is mentioned in point number 3. That is knowledge. Knowledge-based organizations are those organizations which consider knowledge as what? A source of competitive advantage. They value the knowledge people have, they value the knowledge what their employees have, skills what their employees have. Because if you're having knowledge, skills and talent, today you may not be successful, but future may 100% you will be successful. So knowledge-based organizations, in short we call KBOs. These people prefer what? These people treat knowledge as what? As a source of competitive advantage, primary source of competitive advantage. Simple. So because of labor laws, because of environment movement, because of knowledge based organizations, what is happening now? First change, factories are aesthetically designed. Factories are aesthetically designed. developed and built. Developed and, matlab, they are very good looking, they are very attractive. People will feel like going to a factory and working. Here, next. So that is why they can say it's a home away from home. Away from, matlab, I'm leaving the comfort zone of my home and going to a factory, and I feel that same comfort zone what I get at home, I'm also getting in my factory. Like that they are designing the factory nowadays. Clear? So, today going to factory, see, it might be a labor, it might be a supervisor, it might be an employee. Earlier what used to happen? Earlier it was excruciating. Earlier it was excruciating experience. Excruciating experience means it was very painful, very difficult to go there. Why? Environment was not clean, lot of dust was there, lot of pollution was there. But today you think government will allow you to make your employees work in this type of environment? No. Neat and clean washroom should be given, proper rest facility should be given. Clear? And smoke detectors will be installed, and the chimneys will be installed. All these things are increasing the pollution generated or decreasing? Decreasing. Because of which today if you want to go, it's like a holiday. It's like a holiday at scenic spot. Like that it doesn't, it's mentioned in the material I'm telling. Practically impossible. How is a factory where you're going to work is like a holiday in Kashmir? Obviously no, right? They are just they are by telling like holidaying as a scenic spot, it means they are trying to tell that it's also like a comfort. Staying at home is also comfortable. Going to office is also nowadays very comfortable. You ask any of your friends working in high-tech city, any of the MNCs, how offices look? If you are an Instagram influencer, you go there. If you are an Instagram influencer, imagine you are working in Google. Daily 100 photos you can post on Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, wherever you want. So many places will be there inside that. So much big campus, so aesthetically, colorfully designed. You will never feel like you are in India. You will feel like you are in a completely different world. That is what is called what? That is what is disappearance of smokestacks. People find interest to go there. Free food will be given to you. It's a different thing that as a perquisite they will add in your salary. But at that time it is free food, right? Unlimited. Next, last one. Small has become beautiful. Small has become beautiful. Small has become. Who gave the concept of small has become beautiful? I told right the name of that person. E.F. Schumacher. Who is that person? E.F. Shoemaker nahi. Schumacher. Who gave the concept here? The person's name is E.F. Schumacher. Here, S-C-H-U-M-A-C-H-E-R. E.F. Schumacher. This is the person who has given the concept of what? Small has become beautiful. I already told, right? And this fellow wanted people to create giant organizations which are difficult to manage, or small organizations which are easy to manage. Small organizations which are easy to manage. But did business people listen to him, or they completely ignored this person? They completely ignore this person, because when there is a growth opportunity, why will I satisfy myself at the same level? I want to grow, opportunity to grow is there, why should I not grow? Like in 2016 when Jio started the business, right? Why Jio started a business? Because it thought chance of growth is there, chance of success is there, chance of expansion is there. After reading Schumacher ka book, Small Has Become Beautiful, you think Ambani will stop investing money? No, I'm happy with what I'm having. No, they want to earn as much growth as possible. You want to get. And what is this Small Has Become Beautiful? It was a book written by whom? In 1960s. Exact year I don't know. and exact year it is not mentioned in the Google also. I tried to search, exact year it is not mentioned. I just found that it is in 1960s when this fellow has written one book called Small Has Become Beautiful, and wherein he was in favor of giant organizations or against giant organizations. Why? Because when size of an organization increases, managing the organization will become easy or difficult. Now, I thought maximum number of students, what I have taught in one class is 800 to 1000 students. Final, CA, CMA final. Not CMA, sorry, CA final. 800 to 1000 students are the maximum in some XYZ institute long back. I used to teach. Now, imagine 3000 students have come and have booked a big auditorium. Will it be easy for me to manage? Imagine 10,000 students are coming. Is it easy for me to manage? No. Why? Because when the number increases, when growth happens, it becomes easy to manage or difficult. So imperfections will happen. That fellow told, why all this headache? Instead of teaching 10,000 students in one batch in a big auditorium, this fellow told, take 5 batches, 2,000 each. But if you do like this, my expenditure will increase. Because now our same auditorium I have to book once or 5 times. 5 times my expenditure will increase, right? That is why big industrialists in this world, did they consider this person's view or ignored? Simple. So what he told, point number 1, he was against, clear? He was opposed. He opposed giant organizations. Giant organizations and increased specialization. And this fellow did not want you to specialize in something. This fellow told, do whatever you're doing, it's okay. Small business, do whatever specialization you have, don't change. But he also advocated. He also told something else also. Number 1, he wanted people to use intermediate technology. Is technology? Intermediate technology. He wants people to use what? Intermediate technology. He also wanted people to have regional workforce. Regional. He also wanted people to have small working units. He also wanted people to have community ownership. What are the 4 things he wanted business people to do? 1 is with technology, intermediate technology. Second one, regional workforce. Third one, small working units. And fourth one, community ownership. Achha, tell me some examples of developing countries. Developing countries. Very good. India. Now, is India dependent on other countries for technology? India is dependent on China. I'm not saying India does not have technology. India also has technology. But is India also dependent on other countries? India is dependent on Russia for technology. India is dependent on US for technology. India is dependent on China for technology, Japan for technology. So on many countries is India dependent. So that is why what happens? Does India import the technology from foreign to India? Yes. But when import of technology increases, national debt also increases. That is why this fellow told developing countries, if you import the technology from other countries, in that case your debt will increase. And this is good for developing countries like India, or it is not good for developing countries? That is why I told better developing countries use which technology? Intermediate technology. Intermediate technology means cheap technology. It is like replica technology, like China. You will find duplicate Taj Mahal in China also. In China, everything is duplicate, including the human beings. God created one human being in China and then copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Can you differentiate between 2 people in China? Practically impossible. At least for people like you and me. So that is why they are telling, instead of buying the technology and increasing your debt, use which technology? Matlab, cheaper version of similar technology you create and use, so that national debt will reduce. Then he also told what? Regional workforce. Matlab, if you are, let us say, if Google is coming to India in Hyderabad, let us say. So most of the employees should be from India and Hyderabad. You have foreign employees, it's okay. You bring some employees from foreign countries, it's okay. But because you are coming to India, first give preference to which employees? Indian employees. And that to which city may you are coming? Hyderabad, right? So first give preference to employees from Hyderabad, then give preference to employees in India, and then if required you give preference to employees from foreign countries. Same thing Trump is also doing, right? Is he giving visa to everyone? No, right? Why? Because even that fellow is giving preference to local employees, right? Because there also unemployment is there. That is what he told. Plus, you should have large working units or small working units, so that it is easy to manage a business or difficult. Plus, try to go for what? Community ownership. What is community ownership? Group of people owning a business is called what? Community. In India, community ownership ka concept is followed by Amul. There are many companies. Because everyone knows Amul, I am using the example of Amul. Amul is a normal company or it's a cooperative society? Amul is a cooperative society from Gujarat. Almost 3.6 million farmers are owners of that cooperative society. Now, is it owned by one or two specific individuals, or it is owned by every member of their society? Every member of that society is the owner of that group, right? That is called what? Community ownership. So you should follow what are the 4 things. Number 1, instead of importing the technology and increasing your debt, similar technology at a cheaper price, you try to create and use intermediate technology. First, give preference to the area of employees where you are working, then other country employees. Plus, make sure that your business does not scale up large. Small business you manage, and most important one, make sure that instead of you starting everything on your own, go for community ownership. But you think Ambani will give us community ownership? You think Tata will give us community ownership? Every business in community ownership in today's world is practically impossible. Clear? So understood what this person is trying to tell? Next. But business people believed him in or did not believe in him? They did not believe in him. Businessmen did not believe in him. Believe in him, and clear? And what they did? And got inspired by something called economies of scale. Economies of scale. What is economies of scale? When production increases, cost per unit decreases. So because they wanted to decrease the cost of production, they started continuing the small organization, or they started expanded. So because of which, what happened? They started creating what? Huge organizations, and that too doing what? Mass production of goods. Mass production of goods and services. So they did not listen to him. They started what? Huge organizations they started, and that too with what? Mass production. Operation. Number 1, which we already know, that is globalization. What is globalization? Should I produce only in my country, or wherever there is a chance of production I can produce? Simple. Domino's Pizza, KFC, McDonald's, and Drunken Monkey. It's a juice shop. Then Krispy Kreme Donuts, Dunkin' Donuts, Burger King, Pizza Hut. All these are Indian brands or foreign brands? Are foreign brands coming to India? In the same way, are Indian brands going abroad? That is nothing but globalization. Because if I produce and sell only in my country, I will have limited reach or unlimited reach? Limited reach. That is why I want to expand my business throughout the world. For my goodwill will increase, reach will increase, sales will increase, production will increase, cost per unit will decrease. Global operations I want to do. Next. Second example, technology development. Technology development. Tell me which company regularly, like mobile phone companies only you tell, very simple for you to understand. Which mobile phone company regularly innovates? Apple does not innovate anything new nowadays. Gone are the days when Apple used to innovate and people used to copy. In 2017, when iPhone completed 10 years, I think that was the last year in which Apple innovated something. After that, I have never seen Apple innovating anything as of today. Who is the biggest competitor of Apple? Samsung. Samsung innovates. Samsung has innovated foldable phones. Samsung has innovated in-display fingerprint scanner, side-mounted fingerprint scanner, full-screen mobile phones. In addition to that, Samsung trifold mobile phone they have launched just now, recently. In India it is not launched. They are planning to launch for somewhere around 3 to 3.5 lakhs. Trifold. Normally normal fold like this, one fold, it will 3 times it will open. You close, it will become like a phone. You open, it will become like a tab now. Imagine I'm using the same phone, I'm using the same thing in class as tab. How new technology it is. The flip phones they invented. See, flip phones were there before also, but it were normal keypad phones. Top part will be screen, bottom part will be keypad, in between plastic will be there. Imagine a screen only folding into two. Imagine glass folding into two. Who invented? This one. So there are many things what Samsung is inventing, Vivo, Posin, so many companies are doing innovation. But why are they thinking about technology development? Because in today's world, when technology is changing very fast, if I don't make changes, you think I will have an advantage or I will lose the advantage? Why Apple is not having that advantage in India nowadays? People are buying iPhones like crazy. But what innovation Apple has done, you tell? In last 10 years, what innovation Apple has done? Nothing. When I hope you know Steve Jobs, right? So when Steve Jobs was there, lot of innovation used to happen. Tab was invented by Steve Jobs only. Apple Watch was invented by Steve Jobs only. Matlab during his time. Then touchscreen mobile phones, that was the person who was the creator of that. So many new things. Today what they are doing? Nothing. So that is why they are now AI. I can challenge, I will show Apple ka AI in class. Same AI I will use in my Samsung phone and show. You can see the difference. There is zero innovation in Apple. If I'm holding a mobile phone like this and I take a photo of myself and ask and make changes in that Apple AI, we'll see that it will remove my face only. But what Samsung will do, if I select that part of mobile phone only, I have other photos in my phone, right? It will see that, it will analyze that, and in seconds that face will be covered, mobile phone will be gone. That is the power of AI in today's world. That is why Samsung is considered as leader. So technology development is very important. In addition to that, we also have shorter product life cycle. Product life cycle. Nowadays, product life cycle is becoming very short. Every 6 months, I will change my phone. Every 6 months. Every 6 months. Maximum to maximum, I will keep one mobile phone 6 months. After that, I get bored and I change. Why am I getting bored? Because new technology is coming, right? I bought 16 Pro Max, 70 Pro Max came. There was nothing new. But immediately Samsung launched that flip phone. I bought that flip phone. I sold my Samsung S24 Ultra and bought flip phone. Immediately after buying flip phone, I came to know that Samsung is launching trifold in India in March. So March, if my batch is still there, you will see that in Shikhar, if new batch I'm coming, at that point of time, a batch starts and I'm there, you will see, you will not see that flip phone with me, you will see that fold phone with me. Every 3-4 months. So because of which, what is happening? Product life cycle, the time period for which people are using a product is increasing or decreasing? Decreasing. Why? Earlier, when I was a student, I used to use mobile phone for 5 years. 2 reasons. Reason number 1, parents used to beat if I asked mobile phone. And number 2, there was nothing new. But today, new technologies are coming. So that is why product ka life cycle is becoming high or it is becoming very less. People are changing their products faster. And moreover, on top of that, companies are also doing obsolescence, right? When a new model of iPhone or Samsung is launched, wantedly Samsung and iPhone will give an update to old phones, and old phones will slow down. That is called planned obsolescence. That is one more thing. Is it ethical or unethical? Unethical. But what will business do? Imagine if a mobile phone will work for 5 years, and if you don't buy for 5 years their product, company will survive? No. How will they create new customer every year then? So that is why planned obsolescence is very important. Next. Earlier people used to think either about quality or about cost. But today they want quality also, cheap cost also. That is called what? Requirement of supreme service. Supreme service at affordable cost. Affordable cost. This is called value gap. In business world, we call this situation as called value gap. It means earlier people wanted, if they thought about quality, they did not think about price. And in case if they thought about price, they never worried about quality, because they know less price means less quality, high price means high quality. So either they used to think about price, or they used to think about, there was a huge gap, either price or quality. But today, even if you are spending 500 rupees on a earphone also, will you buy any adequate earphone, or will you buy a particular brand earphone? You'll go to Amazon, you will see Boat, Hammer, multiple companies you will see, and you will research about that and buy. So today the value gap is increasing or decreasing? Decreasing. People want best quality, and that too at cheapest price. Both facilities they want. That is why it is called what? Requirement of supreme service at affordable cost. Clear? Next. Then we also have pressure for optimization. Optimization of operation cost. Operations cost. Pressure for optimization of which cost? Operations cost. Matlab lean management. Try to eliminate waste. Pressure for optimizing the operational cost. How do I optimize or reduce the operational cost? By increasing the wastage or minimizing the wastage? Minimizing the wastage. And how will I be able to minimize the wastage? Using the concept of which management? Lean management. I think I've already told you about this point, right? Lean management was a concept which was popularized by whom? Toyota. Clear? So wherein wastage should be maximum or wastage should be minimum? Minimum wastage should be there. Then only I will get what? Optimization of operational cost. Clear? Next. I should also make sure that I am satisfying the changing needs and preferences. Changing needs and preferences of customers. Changing needs and preferences of customers. Customer preferences are same, or it will keep changing? It will keep changing. Initially people what they wanted to buy in what the car was, what? Car was like from one place to other place, source to destination. Then in that they added AC facility, then music system facility, then touchscreen facility, then came automatic cars. Again in automatic cars में different types of automatic, DCT, AMT, fully automatic, partly automatic. And then today your car is like your home only. People feel comfortable more in car, rather massaging facilities available in car chairs nowadays. Your car can get converted into a bed also, your car ka seats. Massaging facility. If you go to malls, massaging chair will be there, right? 250, 300, we give and take a massage on that chair. That facility is now available in cars also. Not every car, high-end cars like Mercedes, BMW. Have you heard about one car called Toyota Wellfire? 1.5 crores ka car that is. All the seats are ventilated seats. Matlab, in case if you are feeling cold, you can switch on that button. It will give hot air so that you will feel comfortable while driving. Forget about car. Bikes are also nowadays providing so many facilities. There are many bikes. When you buy 30, 40, 50 lakhs wala bikes, when you buy, there is one bike called Honda Goldwing. Somewhere around 60 lakhs on road price in India. 60 to 70 lakhs. Now what that does is, accelerator pay, like you are going to a very hilly area. Assume that you are going on that bike to Kashmir, Ladakh. Very cold weather. Even if you wear gloves also, it will be very cold. So that handle may, in that accelerator and brake where we hold, there is ventilation facility. Means it will release hot air onto your hand so that you can aram se drive without any problem. These new features are coming. Why? Because people's needs and preferences are changing. Today people want what? Speed. Have you heard about that Chapri bike? What is that? If I name Chapri bike, it means what it is? KTM. Such a wonderful bike, but in India, that Chapris have made it one Chapri bike. One of the most beautiful engines it has. From Hungary, that country is. But what they have made? I hope everyone knows Chapri. N-Torque. iPhone also today. Nowadays, every alternate Chapri is having iPhone. So these have become what? Chapri symbols in India nowadays. Now don't see me. I am using iPhone from many years since I started earning. Not because. See, today, in India, there is a study that 97% of the people who are buying iPhones cannot afford it. They are buying because they are getting EMI facility. Simple. If you ask them to buy in cash, they won't be able to buy. Why? That is what is where for that no cost EMI Bajaj. They are calling and asking you to take EMIs. That is what is called changing needs and preferences of customer. Earlier mobile phone was for calling. Today it is show off. Apple, unless and until you keep on top pocket and these 3 cameras will not be shown, you will not feel happy by having an iPhone there. That is what. You have to meet that changing needs. And then disruptions in market. Disruptions in market and product. Market and product. This also you have to make sure. Disruptions in market and product. See, when some new technology comes into market, existing market and industry may whatever products are there, they will be latest or they will become outdated. And once your product becomes outdated, what you have to do? Immediately update it. Same thing happened with Activa. Outdated design, outdated features, high price. So that is why they thought why not do something new. Same Activa, they launched that Activa E, electric version of Activa. But it was a huge failure. And they discontinued the product. Last year only they launched. Last year only they discontinued. Why? Because Ola, Ather, and there's one more company, Bajaj, TVS, they are big players in the market. Ola ko you just keep aside because Ola is Ola, you know, right? Lot of problems are happening. Ather, Bajaj, TVS, lot of big companies are there. Because of which Activa could survive or it couldn't survive. It thought of disturbing the market, it got disturbed and left away. The year it lost, same year it closed the business. Huge failure. So all these things you have to consider before or and after starting your business. Now last concept, recent trends. Last concept, recent trends of chapter 1. Recent, I think first trend we have already discussed, that is global marketplace. Global market. Global marketplace. See why companies are going global? Why Indian companies want to go to foreign? Let us say, tell me some US companies, manufacturing companies, Intel, Apple, and Intel, Apple, these two manufacturing, where are they manufacturing their products? In US or in China? China. Google, Microsoft, these people are having their operations only in US or mostly outside US? Headquarters is situated in US, but one of the largest offices are there in India. Why? Cheap labor. So why are they going outside? To get advantage relating to cost advantage, economic advantage basically. So why people are going global? Reason number one is compelled. Even though I don't want to go, indirectly I'm getting forced to go because other companies are there. If I don't go, I will remain as a regional company only. So compelled to have operations, in many countries. Why? Because I will have which advantage? Economic advantage. Economic advantage. Now, economic advantage means savings in cost. Labor cost I'm able to save, transportation cost. Like almost every Chinese company, mobile phone company, is manufacturing their mobile phones in India. That is why as of today, India is the largest exporter of mobile phones in the world, beating China. But how many Indian companies are there? Not even single. But why foreign companies are coming to India and manufacturing? Because they feel that in India, cost is better than compared to other countries. But because of every company going for globalization, what is happening? Increase in competition. Increase in competition throughout the world. Increase in competition throughout the world. Increase in competition throughout the world. Here, next. This is trend number one. Trend number two, production or operations strategy. Production or operations strategy. So nowadays firms are recognizing the need for operations strategy. Operations strategy. What is operations strategy? Day-to-day activities. Achha, can you pass in your final exam or inter exam, whatever you are going to write, without having a day-wise study plan? Practically impossible. I'm not saying impossible. Difficult. We can use this term. In the same way, business also, they have very huge plans. They want to become a market leader. They want to become a cost leader. They want to become something different, number one in the industry. But that is short-term plan or long-term plan? Long-term plan. To achieve something in long-term, daily you have to do something, right? That day-to-day activities of doing something is called which strategy? Operation strategy. Your day-to-day operations, if you plan properly, then only you will achieve something what you want to achieve. Simple. Here, next. Then we have total quality management. What is total quality management? It's a strategy adopted for customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction. Matlab, I will never end the process of providing good quality goods and services to customer. Is it a one-time process or it's a continuous process? It's always a continuous process. Not once, not twice. Every time I'm selling something to my customer, it should be of best quality. Clear? Now, how much water is coming from my nose, I only don't know. full headache, full cold, fever, throat pain, burning eyes. Still, am I making you feel that I am very sick, I am unable to take class, or I'm still in the same energy I'm taking the class? I'm taking full energy, whatever I have, more than 100% I'm putting in the class. Why? Because irrespective of what I am feeling right now, my customer should be happy. Who is my customer here? You, students. So am I giving more than 100% even today when I'm knowing that I'm not keeping well? They told me, sir, if you want, you cancel the class. I said, no. Customer satisfaction is my motto. Every time I come to class, I make sure that I give more than 100%. Every day, even today, I do at least 1 or 2 hours ka research before every class. From, I think it's been almost 1 week today that I've been taking class. You think any day did I use same example anywhere again and again, or every time I'm giving you some new example? From where you think, from where will I get all these examples? Sitting in my brain, one example will come. Open your brain, ha ha ha, example came, and I will give the example here. No, right? So much of research I have to do. Newspapers, magazines, internet, so much business news I need to read. Then only I will be able to give you the practical examples here. That is what is called what? Total quality management. Next batch, when I take, let us say for example, some other institute, or same Shikra mein, next batch if I take, you think I will give same examples what I have given? Impossible. I will never use the same example again. Different concept and different example. Up TQM mein, every time I am giving you one example only. Because if I give multiple examples, you may forget. So same concept, same example. Why? That is called total quality management. Customer satisfaction is very important. Next. Then we have flexibility. Flexibility means adopt quickly to change. Adopt quickly to change. Adopt quickly to change. It is also called as agile manufacturing. Which manufacturing? Agile manufacturing. It is also called as what? Agile manufacturing. Sir, what are the areas in which I have to change? Volume of demand. Like when demand increases, increase the production capacity. When demand decreases, decrease the production capacity. Because constant production, if you make, unsold inventory might increase or underproduction might happen. So depending upon the demand, keep changing your production. That one thing I can do. Next, product mix. I should also make changes in product mix. Example, Apple. In Apple, MacBook is sold, they will manufacture. iPhones are sold, they are manufacturing. Watches are sold, they are manufacturing. Their speakers are there, Apple speakers are there. Just like Amazon Echo Dot we have, Apple also has its own speakers. Many people in India don't purchase them, even in foreign countries also. So they manufacture that in more quantity or less quantity. There is one more product of Apple called iPod. It's a music player. Because no one is buying nowadays, in mobile phone only it is integrated. Many people are not buying. It stopped manufacturing it. Last year, Apple launched Apple Cloth. One small microfiber cloth to clean the screen of iPhone. 2000 rupees. People did not buy. Is it continuing manufacturing or it stopped? One small sling bag recently, this year only, 2025, it launched one sling bag. And sling bag will come from here. Normally sling bag will be big size, right? No, only to keep that iPhone inside. This much only, till here only that sling bag will come. And only one, like a pouch, you have to keep your mobile phone there. 5,000, 6,000 May they launched that product. No one bought, discontinued. So that is what is called product mix. First find out what is being sold more, what is being sold less, what is not being sold. What is being sold more, produce more. What is being sold less, produce less. What is not being sold, discontinue. Why to incur loss? That is called what? Product mix. You can also change delivery schedule. Like when you order something on Amazon or Flipkart, will they tell you when you want to get it delivered? the day of delivery, they will also call or message you on WhatsApp and ask you, are you available today to get the delivery or not? If you tell, yes, I'm available, then only product they will come and deliver. So are they also changing their delivery schedule depending upon the availability of a customer? Yes. Here, that is flexibility. So how many points done? 1, 2. Next. We also have, we also have time reduction. And we also have time reduction. You should reduce what type of time? Manufacturing cycle time. Today, everyone wants to reduce what? Manufacturing cycle time and marketing of new products. You want to reduce the time in marketing the new products, means you want to do marketing of your new products as fast as possible. Otherwise, you will lose the market. Plus, you also want to reduce which time? Cycle time. Basically, manufacturing cycle time means time taken to convert raw materials into finished goods. Here, I am receiving raw materials today. After 1 week, goods are ready for dispatch. So, what is the cycle time? 1 week. If you are able to do these two things, then I will have a competitive edge over rivals. I will have competitive edge over rivals. I will have a competitive edge over rivals. Matlab competitive advantage over rivals. Next, we have also studied one thing called technology. Have you heard about it? Technologia. Now, all these points, we are not studying something new. We have already covered earlier. Same points I am writing again. So, technology can provide you, clear technology can provide you competitiveness and also quality. Technology can provide you what? Technology can provide you competitiveness, matlab an advantage. It can also provide you good quality goods, provided it is integrated into system. If integrated into system, then only. Matlab A to Z, everything in my business, I am using what? Software. Then only quality will improve. Then only I will have an advantage. So there are many areas, like because of technology, new product and process can be developed. New product and process can be developed. Earlier manufacturing process was handled by human beings. Now manufacturing process is handled by machines because of technology only. Earlier, limited type of products will be available. Today, customized products are also available. You go to coffee shops, your photo can be printed on the coffee cream. On cake, your photo can be printed. On mug, your photo can be printed. So nowadays, all these things are happening because of what? Technology. If technology is there, then only I will be able to launch new products. Then only I will be able to do the same thing in a different manner. Earlier, what I used to do, this tab cut technology was not there. That time, what I used to do, in laptop, I used to prepare PPT, PowerPoint presentation, connect to projector, display and teach. But in that case, still I have to stand and teach, right? Because in laptops, touchscreen facility was not there available earlier. So I have to use that marker and mark a stand on the screen and mark. But nowadays, because of this touchscreen tab and pencil support, am I standing and teaching or sitting comfortably and teaching? Sitting comfortably and teaching. No need to stand for 8, 8, 10 hours, right? Simple. Because of technology, what is happening? Automation. We can also call automation as computerization. वेलकम टू एयरटेल. हिंदी में जानकारी के लिए एक दबाएं. तेलुगु कोसम రెండు నొక్కండి. For English, press 3. Have you seen this voice? You press 3. For balance information, please press 1. For 3G and 4G information, please press 2. For 5G related services, please press 3. Talk to our customer support executive, please press 9. You press 9, what will happen? Please be on the line. All our customer care executives are busy at the moment. Again, one sound will come. Some sound will come, right? Have you observed this? Again, after that, before someone is going to answer your call, you will get one more message. This call may be recorded for internal training purposes. If you agree, please press 1. Else press 2 to discontinue the call. You press 1, immediately someone will answer your call. Have you observed this? This is my voice. Female version. My voice only that is. I have given my voice to Airtel. If you want, you can ask owner of Airtel if you get that person's number. So, all this voice and all everything, that interaction is done by human beings or software? Software. You order something on Blinkit or Zepto. Hi, I'm Ria talking. How would I help you? You think that is Ria exactly talking to you, or it is a bot which is talking to you? It's a robot which is talking to you. Exactly same reply will you get. See here. Hey Siri, get lost.
Okay.
See? If I imagine randomly, if I call someone, your name? Hey Akash, get lost. Obviously, will you feel bad or not? Will you ask, sir, why are you asking me to get lost again? Hey Siri, will you get lost? See? It is automated reply, right? This is called automation. Hey Siri, will you be my girlfriend?
No, thanks.
No, get lost.
Okay.
See? Is software designed to reply how it has to reply, right? That is what is called automation or computerization. Then we also have something called ICT, information and communication technology, mobile phones, computers, internet, etc., etc. You are playing a song in YouTube in your mobile phone, but that song is uploaded in YouTube server, let us say in Australia. From Australia, a video you are able to play in India, right? That to hear in your mobile phone. There is some technology which is taking the data from Australia and transferring it to headband in your mobile phone. That is called what? ICT, information and communications technology. These are all examples of using technology in business. Then worker involvement. Worker involvement. Worker involvement. Basically here what I do is small decisions owner will not take now. Owner will follow decentralized approach, wherein small decisions making power I will give in the hands of lower level management. Some decisions lower level will take, some decisions middle level will take, major decisions I will take as an owner. So what am I doing here? Am I empowering the employees, making them feel that they are connected to the organization? That is what is called worker involvement. Earlier every business used to follow, I think CMA Foundation, you have done this. Leadership and responsibilities. Might have forgot also. CMA Foundation, fundamentals of management. You have done, right? Centralized approach, decentralized approach, leadership and motivation chapter, you will have this. Used to teach for foundation, that time I still remember. So there, centralized, earlier what used to happen, companies used to follow which approach? Centralized. Wherein management will take all the decisions and they will force you to follow. Class timings, can you tell morning what time classes will start? 9 AM and evening up to 7 PM. 9 AM to 7 PM classes. Madam, according to you, what timing you are comfortable? Forget about what Shikara management is telling. What timing you are comfortable to come? 9 to 5. Very good, madam. 9 to 5. Very good. Sir? 9 to 5. 10 to 5. That's what I'm doing, madam. Okay. 10 to 4. If everyone tell 9 to 5, how? 11 to 6. There is Soja beta. Next. So everyone is telling like that. So after listening to everyone, Management of Shikara decided that classes will be from 11:30 to, let us say, 5:30 every day. No classes on Sundays, and 11:30 to 5:30. Did it involve everyone in taking a decision? This is called decentralized approach, which is now being followed. But imagine Shikara management could tell, sir, please, sir, morning 9 nakko, please take from 10 o'clock to 7, sir, it's okay. But they'll tell, no, you die also morning 9 o'clock, you have to come. If you don't come, we will break your bones. Matlab, they are asking you or they are forcing you. Then it is called centralized management. But in today's world, centralized management will work or decentralized management? Decentralized management. Worker involvement is very important. This is called empowerment. What it is called? Empowerment. Employee empowerment and involvement. Empowerment and involvement. Wherein what happens? Management assigns responsibility. Management assigns responsibility of decision making to lower levels of management, lower level employees, lower level employees. Clear? This is which involvement? Next. Then we have, after that, then we have lean production. Which production? Lean production. Lean production means what? Simple. High volume of goods you have to produce. Here, high volume you have to produce. High quality you have to produce. But less variety. Because if you produce more variety of goods, imperfection may happen, right? So that is why what you have to do, high volume should be very high, quality also should be high, variety should be there, but little less variety. All these things should happen, all these things should happen by doing two things. One is eliminate waste. While doing all these things, make sure that you eliminate waste. And second one, maximize customer satisfaction. Customer satisfaction. Maximize what? Customer satisfaction. So, obviously you see, when I am producing high volume of goods, cost per unit will reduce. I am producing high quality of goods, customer will be happy. And less variety, employees will also be happy. All these things I am also trying to eliminate the waste. All these things will increase the customer satisfaction or they will decrease the customer satisfaction. They will increase the customer satisfaction. Clear? So these are some points. Another 4 or 5 points are pending that we will see in next class. And next class I will also start with chapter number 4. Clear?